Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining in for Hack the Runway. I am Aditya, I'm one of the coaches here who's going to be active this weekend, and I am really excited to be here with you all today. I'll tell you what, if you can just give me a second, let me bring up my screen because I have a little presentation here for you all, just as we're starting off the closing ceremony. But yeah, I am very excited to be here with you all today. Hey, I already see there's some chatter here. Hi there. Hey, I'm doing well. How about you? Hope you're excited for this weekend. Hi, Shvangi. All right. So, Hack the Runway, of course, is the hackathon we have this weekend, but we have a little twist here. It's not the only hackathon we're having. So I'm gonna be telling more about that as we start the opening ceremony of Hack the Runway. So once again, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this weekend. I am Aditya. I'm one of the coaches here at Major League Hacking. I have been here, I've been hacking since 2020, been a coach around the same time as well. And if any of you love pizza, football, or communities, I am always open and accessible to chat with. That being said, uh, Major League Hacking here is going to be active on their socials throughout the weekend. So stay tuned on our social channels, of course. Right now, you're at a hosted by MLH hackathon. We host these every weekend to ensure that you always have an event, a hackathon that you can participate in and build in. And we are so excited to have you here. Now, each of our events has a theme, but that is only there for inspiration. You are always free to build on your own ideas, your themes, whatever you would like to work on. Also, if you're joining from the North America or Europe region, we will be having another North America time zone friendly hosted by MLH Hackathon shortly as well. So if you do belong to either of these regions, do keep an eye out for the opening ceremony of Selfie Hacks 2. It will be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you are joining from the APAC region or otherwise, welcome to Hack the Runway. Hack the Runway is all about fashion, paparazzi, and building awesome hacks this weekend. Starting right now, MLHs are going to be online at all hours to ensure that you have a successful weekend. You can come to us with anything, whether it's questions, concerns, or even if you just want to chill around with us. The MLHs that are going to be active this weekend are John, Elizabeth, and of course, me. Really happy to be here with you all once again. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about Major League Hacking and MLH, but for some of you who might be new to the Major League Hacking community or to hackathons, you might be wondering what Major League Hacking is, right? What that MLS logo is at the bottom right corner of your live stream. So yeah, what is Major League Hacking? We are the global hacker community. What this means is we support hackathons all throughout the world, including across America, Europe, and the Asia Pacific. And our mission is to empower hackers just like you everywhere we go. Now that everywhere does comprise of a lot of hackers, more precisely over 135,000 hackers worldwide. So if you're watching this right now, you're officially a part of this massive community. To show our appreciation for your participation and support, you can also win community points by getting more people from your university to attend Major League Hacking events. If you want more points, you can bring more folks and get the community involved and watch your school rise through our season long rankings. MLH also hosts the MLH Fellowship, and everyone in our community is invited to apply. Now, the summer program has already started, so you can keep an eye out for the fall programs as they go forward. Make sure to head over to the URL shown for more details about the same. Now, what exactly is happening at Hack the Runway this weekend? The next 48 hours are jam packed with activities for every region. First up, we have Ritvi, who's going to be running a Dfinity workshop today at 10:30 p.m. IST or 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And Dfinity, of course, is one of our blockchain partners. So it could be something really, really interesting for you all. We've also got a few really, really cool mini events that are going to be happening. So first up at 12:30 a.m. we have the community favorite MS Paint Bob Ross event that's going to be coming up. Um, Subsequently at 3 p.m. IST on Saturday, we're going to be hosting our design and outfit for Gene Mini event, which is going to be very similar to what you might have seen with the AutoCAD drawing competition. So, we're all about getting out those artistic sides throughout this weekend. Be sure to participate in these mini events if you get the chance. That being said, how can you get to know of other hackers this weekend? Right? Because with this, we've got this entire community, we've got so many participants. It'll be nice to connect with each other, right? For that purpose, we've got hacker hangouts happening throughout the weekend on Discord. They will be happening on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern and Saturday, on the same day at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time as well. So hopefully there is a time that works for you this weekend, regardless of your time zone. Speaking of Discord, what else do you need to know for this weekend? So, all the hosted by MLH hackathons take place on the MLH Discord. Discord is where you'll chat, ask questions, and meet the community. If you haven't yet joined the MLH Discord server, be sure to hop over to discord.mlh.io. Once you've done that, once you're onboarded onto the Discord, make sure to head over to the check-in channel. You should see a Hack the Runway check-in channel in the server right now. uh, Go over and uh, click on the MLH emoji, just react to that, and you will get access to all the relevant channels for this hackathon. Also, of course, a part of participating in MLH hackathons is swag, and we want to know where we can send you the swag as well. For that purpose, we've got a few steps here. Firstly, register to this event at hackpack/hack the runway. After that, go ahead and check into this event. And if your address is unupdated, if you did not update that in it, please make sure to hop over to hackpack/address as well. As far as hacking goes, we've actually got a ton of resources that will help you build an awesome project this weekend. So, first up, you can claim a free domain courtesy of domain.com. Just head over to the URL that's specified and use the weekend code 22 summer hack to get your free domain. If you face any issues with activation, please feel free to reach out to the active MLHers on Discord. For anyone building a web app, of course, a domain name is definitely a go-to, right? It's necessary. We want a nice, fun domain name here with us. Along with that, for any web developer or app developer, so on, another thing that we all very often need are databases, right? So for that, we've actually got CockroachDB here supporting us, with a best use of CockroachDB track as well. CockroachDB is an elastic, indestructible SQL database for developers building modern applications. You can launch your cluster directly from the cloud using Cockroach DB's forever free tier. And we will also have t-shirts for any team that utilizes Cockroach DB in their project. Just make sure to have a screenshot of your cluster activity in your dev post submission. Additionally, uh, you know, winners of the prize category will receive a Cockroach DB branded 3D printing pen and a t-shirt. So really, really cool prizes here for this track. Of course, as we talk about the web of today, Web 2, um, our domain names and our databases, of course, are tools that we're all using. If you're feeling a little more experimental and you want to experiment with the web of tomorrow, or the Web 3 tech, as we've been hearing about, we've got some really exciting tracks and tools for that purpose as well. First up, we've got DSO joining in. And DSO is short for Decentralized Social. They are the official Web3 sponsor of the MLH Hackathon League. DSO is also the first blockchain custom built to scale up social media applications. And you can use DSO with any of your hacks. The best use of DSO prize category winners will win $100 worth of the DSO coin, along with a DSO branded tumbler and a YubiKey security key for each team member. So we've got some really, really cool prizes here. And if you're a college student or in your early career and you want to get ahead of the curve by learning more about Web3 and decentralized tech, DSO is a fantastic place to start. It is also the only blockchain project that supports social apps at scale. So keeping in mind that we've got paparazzi in mind, I think you can definitely think of some ideas that might feature social use cases. Along with that, we've got Coil here, bringing over the best web monetization hack. Coil is a web monetization platform that enables web developers to earn proceeds from your website traffic. You can use web monetization to donate proceeds of your website traffic to amazing nonprofits, whether it's Free Code Camp, She Code Africa, or so on. And yes, we have a prize category for the best web monetization project as well. If you go ahead and use the web monetization API Coil offers, you will have a chance to win a portable charger, a Coil pin, as well as $60 worth of Coil credit. If you want to get a free subscription to Coil to leverage these APIs, feel free to click on the link below. Along with these categories, we've also got Twilio joining in. Twilio is a communications as a service platform that lets you work with different communication channels and communicate with people via messages, voice calls, video, and so on. So with Twilio, we've got a track, that lets you, build with any hack. We're using a Twilio category, and you can go ahead and use the credits, the free credits, to win some really exciting prizes as well. Last but not the least, we've got GitHub returning. So with GitHub, we have a special track for the most creative use of GitHub. You could go ahead and win a swag bundle here that includes a GitHub AutoCAD puzzle as well as a sticker pack with over 30 stickers. To qualify, you first need to sign up on GitHub Global Campus and host your project's code in a GitHub repository. Now, with this track, it does include a lot of freedom. The more creative your use of GitHub, the better. So we're going to be using, we're going to be looking at your commits, your use of best practices, your README, potential GitHub pages deployment if you have one. So go ahead and try and see how best you can use GitHub for this project to be eligible for this track. As we discussed our tools and our tracks, we've got a few different prizes here as well, along with all the sponsors we have joining in. you know so first up, for the exclusive prize categories we have for Hack the Dance Floor, we've got the Showstopper hack. um, Build the best on theme fashion hack for this weekend to win this category. And secondly, we've got the best fashion icon. So the our favorite UI this weekend will be the winner of this category. And all of these have got some really, really amazing prizes. For our sponsor tracks, personally, I'm really excited to look at how the Twilio category goes. But with all of these sponsor prizes, I'm definitely excited to see how you leverage all these tools in your project. And of course, we've got the Hack the Runway prizes as well. Both our special tracks have some really, really cool prizes here. You can also find information about these on dev post, which I will be pointing you towards in a few minutes. Now, what else is going on this weekend? we've still got some more to go. You can grab a beautiful limited edition 2022 season mascot T-shirt from this hackathon as well, while supplies last. Um, so these of course will be given to all the winners as well. The first, second, third place categories. And aside from that, participants will be eligible to win this. Just make sure your address is up to date during registration and check-in. If you're looking for different ways to get started with your project, we've got some really cool hackathon starter kits available with Node.js and GitHub, for Python and GitHub, as well as CockroachDB. Now, along with that, the GitHub Student Developer Pack also has some fantastic resources that you can leverage to get your hack off the ground. If you're looking for a new opportunity, an internship, or a job, the MLH Career Lab is there for you as well. It is designed keeping in hackers in mind because we do recognize that you are looking for jobs of this sort. And the companies that list here are specifically looking to recruit hackers. So hop over to the link here, the URL on screen, if you're looking for a new opportunity for yourself. Is there anything else we need to be successful this weekend? So you've got an idea, a prize you want to target, a hack you want to make for it. What else do you need? We want you to submit a demo. First of all, before I tell a little more about what exactly the demo needs, in case you end up demoing, you will receive an exclusive iDemo sticker, which is customized for the weekend's hackathon. So for that, you just need to submit the check-in form and submit your hack with a demo video to to DevPost. And with this demo, just feel free to show off whatever you've built, regardless of what progress. Hackathons are just as much about learning and growing as they are about winning, if not more. We want to see what you've come up with throughout the weekend. So don't hesitate in showing off your work. And yes, how do we come ahead and create such great demos? For that purpose, what we will require from you is a 2-minute video. It should just be a recording of what you've built. We don't need a set of slides. Any details additional to the project that you've built can be filled in the dev post description we have. One thing we will need, of course, with every submission here is a link to a public code repo. And yes, make sure that you submit your hack with the demo with the public code repo to hacktherunway.devpost.com by 2:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time on Sunday. Now, on we've touched all the amazing things happening this weekend, but let's take a minute for a more serious topic. MLH hackathons are a safe space for everyone. By being at this event, you're agreeing to the code of conduct, and that includes mentors, judges, and sponsors as well. Please go ahead and have a look once. The TLDR is to be respectful to everyone above all else. Any forms of harassment and abuse will not be tolerated at all. At digital events, it's important to remember that there is a human on the other side of the screen. Boundaries exist. Please be mindful of connecting with people's online and social profiles without permission. And just to keep in mind, people aren't ignoring you if they don't reply immediately. Just give them a little time to get to your questions and your messages. And if you're facing an issue, please come and see someone. We want you to have an amazing time. If you can't find one of us active MLHs there, we've also got an email address and a phone number that you can access at any point of time. Let's make sure that we're keeping in touch throughout the weekend. And if you are sharing about your hack or your work or otherwise on socials, please go ahead and tag Major League Hacking in your posts all over the weekend. Now, if you have any questions and concerns and you're not sure where to begin, we're going to start a live Q&A right now. For that purpose, you can go ahead and send your questions into the chat in a minute. My advice for you this weekend, just while we're waiting for these questions to come in on chat, my advice here is to team up and have fun with, any and every hacker that you can. It's a fantastic occasion to network with some amazing like-minded people, collaborate with them, learn from them, teach them, and just build some awesome projects together. So make sure you're teaming up and just have fun. All right. And with that, we're gonna get back and start off our live Q&A. All All right, so what's the topic for this weekend? As discussed, Hack the Runway will be celebrating fashion, paparazzi, and so on. So you can include hackathons that are focused around, you know, it could include social apps, it could feature apps around clothing and design. And I think that should start off some ideas here for you, which I think can probably help out with the second question we have here as well. You can work with themes of this sort and build your hack accordingly. And yes, while we're discussing, I did see a mention here about the team building Discord channel. That's a great place to find fellow hackers that you can work with, collaborate with. Along with that, if you hop over to the dev post for this event, and that is hacktherunway.devpost.com, we've got a participants tab there as well that you can visit and find fellow hackers you can work with. So could be another great place for you to meet new and team up with participants here. Let's see. Do we have any other questions? Yeah, we just covered how to find our teammates. The links on the screen, you should be able to find them in the FAQ channel, the frequent questions channel, within you know our hack within Hack the Runway. So if you go ahead to our Discord and you check into the event there, there is a frequent questions channel with all the different links available. Besides, if there's any specific link you're looking for, you can go ahead and message on the general chat there, and I'll definitely share whatever resources you need. In order to update the address, we've again, just as mentioned earlier, we've got a link here in the chat. I can hop over and grab that for you once. If you can just give me a second. All right, let me just see. So for updating the address, the link that we have is hackpack/address. That is the one. Can't believe that slipped out of my mind. But yeah, you can update your address here. I'm sending the link here in the chat. It should be accessible now. All right. Now, I do believe we allow Figma prototypes here at the event. But that being said, do try and push your limits, learn something new, and build a full working app. I think that'll be really, really cool to try out this weekend, right? We have allowed these in the past. So if you do work on a good UI, and try to build it out, but that doesn't happen, feel free to share both of those. That should be totally all right. If you are a single front end Android developer, you can always go ahead and build out an Android application, but I would recommend reaching out to other participants and teaming up with them. We've got a lot of good hackers throughout the weekend, so go ahead and collaborate with them. Sounds amazing, Joshua. If you can go ahead and enter the team building channel or find some relevant participants from DevPost, feel free to reach out to them and partner up. That could be really, really cool here. Let's see. Do we have any further questions as well? So I see we've already got activity. I think you can always message on the Discord channel as well. That would be a great place to collaborate. Yes, I am an MLH coach here. So for our hosted by MLH hackathons, we don't actually have a partner limit. You can feel free and collaborate with as many people as you'd like. We will, however, recommend that try to team up, keeping in mind, of course, your idea and how people can contribute here as well. All right. You can build out an app, a website, whatever you'd like. The best part about a hack is that you can actually work based on skills and ideas you want, right? Your technical stack, that's something that you can choose. So feel free to build using either of these. You can go ahead and start building now. That's totally all right. We do have a Definity workshop that you can attend and then figure out if you want to try that in the hack you build out. So it isn't that someone from North America can't participate. That's totally all right. Uh, the only thing we're trying out this weekend is that if there are people from North America or Europe, we also have another dedicated hackathon that might be more suited for their time zone. But keeping that in mind, if you have someone participating from North America who wants to build along with you, they're totally good to go. Yep, you should. You can go ahead and start building now. So, keeping in mind the different tools and sponsors we have, these are opt in suggestions that you can leverage in your hacks to become eligible for additional prizes. All right. So, suppose you use CockroachDB or DSO in your hack. We do have prizes if you use that, in your hack accordingly. But that being said, there is no mandate. You don't have to force yourself. What you have to do is you can keep in mind the theme, use that as your inspiration, and come up with a hack that is relevant here to this idea, right? I hope that helps. Oh, that's awesome. All the best. The link to the dev post, so you can find that in the Discord server and frequent questions as well. Let me hop over and get that here for you. Yes, for sure. You can, even if you're in the APAC region and you've got a friend in North America, you can team up for Hack the Runway. That's totally all right. So, in order to access these channels, what you need to do is you need to visit the Hack the Runway check in channel. You should see a check in channel for that purpose. And once you go and react with the MLH emoji that's there already, you should gain access to the rest of the channels as well. And I have just shared the dev post link here in the live chat as well. So for anyone who's looking to, submit your hack and submit a demo video along with that, you can go ahead and do that on dev post when you create your submission. If you're checked in already, can you not see a hack the runway chat or ask hack the runway channel? If you're having trouble seeing those, please create a ticket from MLH support tickets, and I will be there with you shortly. So aside from DevPost, of course, we're gonna have the submission at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday, 2:30 p.m. IST, that is. So I just wanted to mention that in once as well. Do we have any further queries? Any questions, remarks, thoughts? All right. So even if we don't have further questions right now, that's totally all right. We can go ahead and connect in the MLH Discord server as well. I'm going to be there with you along with the other coaches we have throughout the weekend. So, you can always chat with us as well. If you want to look at future MLH events, you can go ahead and visit mlh.io/events. Let me send that link here in the chat as well. That will allow you to access, find and access any of the other events we have in our season coming up. So that should be the best place for you to find future events. So we do accept Figma links. instead of GitHub, that should be all right. In case you missed out any of the details, this video recording will be available on YouTube, so you can visit the Major League Hacking YouTube channel and go and scroll through that once, as per your comfort. So if you're new to coding, that's amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. You can always come ahead and start learning and trying to build something new. And if there is a certain piece, aside from that, for someone who wants to learn, we've got a definitive workshop happening later on today, so you can participate in that as well. Yes, absolutely. All the best, everyone. Do we have any further queries? Even if not, that's totally all right. We can all connect back at the MLS Discord server, and you can send me any questions you have there as well. Once again, all the other active MLHs and I were going to be there throughout the weekend, so you will always have some MLHer available that you can reach out to and ask queries, if you like. So yeah, thank you so much for joining in for this opening ceremony, and I'll see you in the MLS Discord server. Bye bye.